Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfella Sports TV. What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Man, 122 pounds, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfella Sports TV, bro.
Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella, de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Hey, this is the 989 Assassin, Jermaine Franklin Jr. Shout out to Goodfella TV.
Tiger Johnson from Cleveland, Ohio, 140, and you're watching Goodfella TV.
Shout out to my friends from Goodfella TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, man, we're going to talk about the fry that was known as the fish fry. Let's get it. It's the 1 year anniversary of Errol Spence getting them paws put on him by Terence Crawford. So that also would mean Terence Crawford has been out the ring for over a year come Saturday. I kind of talk about the fight tomorrow versus Matarmov, and we'll break down a card at some point. We got some good fights on there. Y'all better not fighting this bitch. But we're gonna talk about the fish fry. There's a lot of things saying when Earl get in the ring with Terrence, it's gonna be like your favorite dog getting hit by a motherfucking Mack truck, man. They squabbling out there now. Yeah, they squabbling out there. Was a lot being said, a lot of player hating because Terence Crawford wouldn't do interviews, and with niggas that like sandwiches and shit, they wouldn't do interviews. So they would say, oh, we can't make no money off Bud name. We gonna start riding with Earl because Earl, he got in my truck, man. You just don't know the things I wanted to do with Earl, man, in that truck, man. I mean, I said you got the key to the city, man, but I really want the key to your heart, man. I'm telling you, man. I let you know right now, I love Earl, man. I love him. So it was a lot of going back and forth. It was a lot of getting mad and breaking up the community because people wanted to pick Terence Crawford. It was a lot of Crawford slander. It was calling him top-ranked Toby. They was going around saying, we don't even want to see the fight no more. I don't even want to see the fight no more. For what? Why we want to see the fight? Don't nobody want to see that fight. It was a lot of pandering, a lot of lying, a lot of stop capping, because they was capping out here like Blueface said. They was out here because of capping, lying, slandering the man's name, pretending to be pro-black. They was pretending to be pro-black, like they was down for the cause, and they was sitting here slandering Bud's name, and then reckoning day came. They was talking about Bud was at the podium. Bud looked nervous. Bud looked weight drained. Earl was too big, too strong. All that shit they was saying. They was getting scared. Oh, he getting too emotional at the press conference and all this type of shit. And Woody came out there and taxed that ass. About 5 years of slander came to an end. 5 years of slander came to an end. It came to an end. A lot of niggas was lying. They knew Bud was gonna beat him from the beginning. You thought Bud was a Klansman. He came out in the white gown in the white hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The way they treated him, the community treated him, the box community treated them, they ain't been the same. You know, when certain fighters lose or go through something, they fail to acknowledge that they lost. They try to act like, oh, it ain't never happened, that they got their ass beat, you know, when they fighters go through something. And what Bud went in there did was, I don't think he lost a round, in my opinion. I don't think he lost that first round. You know, and Earl pride got in the way. And he a man. His pride supposed to get in the way. He's a man. His pride is supposed to get in the way. Let's keep it all the way funky. He a grown ass man. When you hear people saying, well, you scared to fight him, or you know, when you gonna fight Bud? You know, you promise you get all the belts. Remember Andre Ward said in that Terence Crawford interview, Errol was DMing him saying, I ain't ducking. He was hearing what everybody was having to say about him. He was hearing everything that people had to say about him. You know what I'm saying? He was hearing everything they had to say about him. So when it boiled down to that, you know, he got whooped on. He did a lot of pandering, a lot of hating. He said, I'm gonna break him like Toby. Remember he said that shit? He said, I want to break him like Toby. He said he wanted to break another black man like Toby. He was talking about his financial situation, or Bob said he can't sell. And they were saying, oh, you gotta get his number, all that shit. His number, they was doing all this shit they was doing to not, for the fight not to happen. They did a whole bunch for the fight not to happen. Tell me I'm lying. They did a whole bunch for the, and then on top of that, Al Heyman sabotaged the fight. He put the fight on the same time. He put that fight on the same time as the UFC card. He literally put the fight on the same night as UFC. He put the fight on, you know, put a shitty undercard, did minimum promo. He was mad because Errol Spence didn't fight Canelo Alvarez. And what happened was Errol Spence's pride got into the way. His pride got into the way. It wasn't that what Al Heyman was selling. It was his pride that got into the way. His pride wouldn't let him, you know, continue to walk outside and get barraged by fans. Like, when you gonna fight him? He had fans going hard in the paint for him. They got behind Errol Spence. That was a mistake, but this is what it was supposed to be. They got behind him. His community was rocking with him. Remember, they surrounded Bud and wouldn't let Bud get in the ring. It was just like seeing the Cowboys in the playoffs getting smacked. They did a lot of woofing, a lot of propaganda, and I feel like people really believe that shit. They really believe what Earl was selling, even though Earl was coming out his own mouth.
No Diddy like that.
Even though Earl was coming out his own mouth, saying that basically he was saying that we're gonna take the easy route. I'm gonna get all the belts first, and what's the point of getting all the fucking belts? I never really understood that. Make the fucking fight. 1 minute they saying belts don't matter, the next minute they saying belts do matter. Then you had Leonard Ellerbe saying, well, the fight not gonna happen next. It's gonna happen when Earl wanted to happen, and all this other stuff, man. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Shit was wild. Shit was crazy wild. Man, YouTube been playing dirty games, bro, on both my channels. That shit crazy. I went live on my other channel. They didn't monetize it, and it was like I had the other. I just don't understand it, bro. I really don't. They wild. Super duper wild. They did that shit on purpose. They be doing shit on purpose, dog. And that's messed up. They don't do. You got all these racist content creators on here. They don't say shit to them until somebody get mad enough to report them. Then they be like, "Oh, well, we wasn't aware." Y'all motherfuckers be aware. You spit real shit on here, they gonna tax you every time. You could be a racist. You could push misandry. You could push all that type of stuff on here. But the minute you start talking some real uplifting shit and putting people on game, that's when they start having a problem. That's why I told y'all join the Patreon, bro. Links in the description. It ain't gonna break your pockets or nothing like that. We could talk how we want to talk on the Patreon. Do some good work over there. But like I continue to say, bro, all the real content creators, man, we need a platform for black people, bro. For real shit. Rumble be on some bullshit too. That shit trash. Jordan, salute. GK Black, salute. Put 100 on Mattermall for the upset Saturday. Go ahead. The national holiday vindication. Them Errol Spence fans still salty about that shit. Them niggas still salty. They still salty. They sit there. Oh man, I hope he beat him. I hope he beat. They be crossing their fingers, hoping on that man to lose because Errol Spence couldn't get the job done. Then Jamil Charlo bitch ass jumped out the way. He didn't want none. He could have fought Bud and made a payday. He went up there to fight Canelo and destroyed the rest of his reputation. It was already bad enough that he got slapped in the fucking mouth. By Jared Hurd. Then his brother got his head smacked off his head. So shit, anybody really checking for the charlatan brothers, the charcoal brothers? So when I heard Eminem coming out with Bud, I knew it was all over. Happy anniversary, Felix Diaz, Sean Porter, Errol Spence all got retired by Bud. I think Diaz came back and fought after that though. He said, I knew Bud could beat Spence, but it wasn't until I saw Bud did to Brook, I knew Spence was gonna get cooked. I knew when he did that to Jeff Horn, he was gonna get cooked. Don't forget, Spence ran out the arena with Bud stopped Sean Porter. He ran out the arena and they ignored that. Everything Errol Spence did, that was blatantly weak as hell. They denied that.
Shit.
They denied that when he ran out the arena. Like, people act like it didn't happen. We clipped it up, put it on social media. That man literally ran out the arena. He literally, when he stopped Sean Porter, he ran out the arena and Ellie sat back, went to go catch his ass. Ellie sat back, left his seat, and he said, fuck the post-fight press conference. I'm going to go get Earl, man. I'm going to go get Earl.
We's moving, Mr. Boss Man. We's moving.
He went to go hawk Earl ass down, bro. Earl was so shook, he didn't even know which way to go out the Mandalay Bay. He said, Earl, you're going the wrong way, Earl. Car service is this way. Like, dude, everybody knew the truth, but behind the scene, oh, man, Terence Crawford is trash and Terence Crawford is this. Niggas was mad because he didn't want to do an interview. Because he didn't want to do press credentials. Because he was with Top Rank. But when Top Rank put a fight on, all y'all go apply and go cover Top Rank. After the post-fight with Top Rank have, whether it's Shakur, whether it's Teofimo, y'all talk all that shit, but y'all be having post-fight press conferences or post-fight reviews, and y'all talk. They won't say shit leading up to the fight. They sit here, not help promote the fight, don't say nothing about the fight. Fuck Bud, fuck Shakur, fuck AJ, fuck this guy, that guy in the third. But then as soon as the post-fight go off, then everybody got a reaction video. Everybody got a live fight party. Everybody got a reaction video. Real talk. I don't support this. I don't do this. I don't do that. But after the fight, all these sloppy suckers didn't fucking watch the fight.
I know MMA.
Come on, man. All these motherfuckers didn't watch the fight. I don't fuck with it. I don't do it. Them niggas ain't got no lives, bro. I'm telling you, them niggas ain't got no motion, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They still watch regardless. They ignore like the fight not coming on, but then come fight night, everybody got a post-fight reaction. These niggas is weak, bro. All these same niggas gonna be like, I ain't watching Canelo Alvarez. Fuck Canelo and Berlanga. I ain't watching that shit. Fuck them niggas. But after the fight, they gonna be watching. They gonna have a post-fight reaction. How much you want to bet? How much y'all want to bet?
Who these niggas?
I cried laughing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Come on, man. Every time they do that shit, I ain't seen a Spence hunt down a Crawford shirt. I ain't seen a strap season shirt or nothing. People really was getting indoctrinated by some YouTubers who ain't got nothing going on. They was ignoring when Dennis Ugas rocked his ass. When Dennis Ugas rocked him several times in the fight, hurt him to the head and the motherfucking body. And they was acting like the shit never happened. They was acting like what he just didn't happen. When he ran out the arena, they act like it didn't happen. When he came on the John Coffey channel and said that he was taking the easy route and he wouldn't fight Terence Crawford, they act like it didn't happen. Like, come on.
I do this for us, baby. I do this for that culture that they talk about. I do this for the culture that they hate on. Hey, it's time.
Yeah, they sat here and they did all that. They did all that ignoring the facts. Then when the fight was getting closer, they started to make the fight. What they say, I don't want to see the fight no more. Errol should just move on. Errol should do this, and Errol should just forget about Terence Crawford. Remember they were saying all that shit? Errol should just forget about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is, he don't sell. He don't do no tickets. Crawford said, we looked at the numbers in the Andre Ward interview. My numbers is better than theirs. It's all propaganda, bro. It's all propaganda. They never wanted them. Errol Heyman was telling Earl, well, let's get the belts and then we can make the fight. And Errol Heyman had no intentions on making that fight. When he made the fight, it landed Earl right in his doghouse. It landed Earl right in the doghouse. He had an accident. He had all types of shit that happened. Keith Thurman was gonna never jump in the ring with Bud neither. They used Bob Arum as a shield. Oh, Bob Arum won't let the fight happen, and Bob got out the way. They still didn't want to make the fight happen. Earl was listening to Al Heyman, and Al Heyman was lying to Earl about what was going on. So Bud had to go around. Bud really made that fight happen. You can't make Earl not fight or not fight. Earl didn't really want to take the fight. Earl knew what was going to happen. But at the end of the day, Earl was a man. Man had to be a man. He had to strap his nuts on. Earl had to be a man. He had to do it. Remember, he was talking about, I don't care about the Crawford's fight as long as my kids just see me come back. He knew that Al Heyman didn't want to make that fight. And all them niggas out in Philly was capping for Errol Spence. They strapped cap season shirts on. They was pushing that narrative too. They did that to a black man. They did that shit to a black man.
Your stupid ass over nothing. Hey, come on, man. We supposed to be brothers.
Think about all that lying they did on a black man. They didn't have 1/10 of the vitriol they had for Bud for Ryan Garcia and what Ryan Garcia said. People still was cool. People was still saying, well, I'm still cool with Ryan Garcia, but a lot of them same niggas hated Bud because he was about to put hands, foot, and toes and elbows on motherfucking on Errol Spence. They had more vitriol for Bud because he wanted to fight Errol. He wanted to fight Errol Spence to be undisputed than they had for Ryan Garcia saying all that racist shit. Tell me I'm lying, bro.
Like I said, bro, folks over there talking about coming to get you, bro.
What you said, nigga?
Man, like I said, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
Nah, I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga. You had conversation with the nigga back and
I'm just telling you what they told me. I came back and told you what
You ain't
going on.
standing on business.
Them niggas ain't standing on business, dog. Then it was, Errol Spence was weight drained. Errol Spence had to do motherfucking VADA. He had to do VADA.
Smart. You know what I'm saying? My health is important. My health is more important than money. They can take all the money. My health is more important. I'm scared. I'm a coward. Well, guess what? I'm a rich scared coward. I'm a rich coward.
So Errol Spence had to do VADA. That's what Errol Spence was mad. Errol Spence had to do VADA drug testing. That's why Errol Spence look different. Them niggas don't be testing over at PBC. If they do test, it's confidential. So you already know what that means. If the test confidential, then what you got to hide? What you got to hide is the test. That's what I'll never notice when they do these inter promotional fights. They get their ass. Well, a lot of it got to do with them testing. Motherfucker never been dropped, never been stopped, never took a deep breath in the fight. Now they getting stopped and getting outpointed. That's who the dirty crew is. All the dirty crew is. It says gonna be a lot of bad bitches at the Canelo Berlanga fight. Man, I don't give a fuck if Jesus is gonna be there passing out wheat bread and fish. Don't really care. He said when he left after the Porter fight, motherfuckers should have known. They act like it didn't happen. They act like we doctored up the video, like we edited. Yeah, Danny get away with a lot too. Them Philly niggas be having a lot to say about black fighters, but they don't be saying shit about Danny Garcia. Why Danny ain't got to fight Jerome Boots Ennis and pass the torch? Danny ain't never had to get forced to fight Bud. I'm telling you, a lot of these niggas is raccoons, bro. They got more vitriol and more hatred and more malice towards black people than they got for the other. I'm telling you. They called the man a slave boy, top rank Toby, all types of shit, Cass. All types of shit. Over because he was with Top Rank. Over because he wouldn't give some niggas some interviews. He said 5 years of slander and character assassination. He should have sued for defamation, to be real. He should have sued them for defamation. All because one nigga in the community, because it was a nigga from his city. He ain't even from Dallas. Man, that nigga need to stop lying. That nigga ain't even from Dallas. That nigga ain't even from Dallas. You go to Dallas, niggas don't know who he is.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
Nigga, whole style is swag. He's a whole chump. Motherfuckers respect the AB more than Bud. Exactly. They respect. That's the same shit, man. They respect niggas like Adrian Broner, wild niggas, nasty niggas, trifling niggas. You know what I'm saying? But you a solid nigga and you hold it down at the crib, you raise your kids, you a good person. Y'all be talking about all the hoes just like bad boys, and they do. But a lot of y'all niggas pedestalize hood niggas too. Y'all look up to them niggas because that's what y'all secretly really want to be.
Who these niggas?
I cried laughing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? like we need to stay away from these niggas.
For real. And a lot of y'all be thinking they got everything. Them niggas be going, them niggas ain't got shit. Them niggas just don't give a fuck. Yeah, Vod, he said every fight he dominated, Earl wasn't attested. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the logistics about the testing, but you might be right. I think Spence pulling out the Pac fight messed up a lot of things. No, it was him not fighting Canelo Alvarez. When he didn't fight Canelo Alvarez, it was a wrap. That's what they wanted him to do. They wanted him to fight Pacquiao probably, then Thurman, then Canelo. They didn't. Bud wasn't part of the plan. You know, Bud wasn't part of the plan, unfortunately. Same with Charlos. Jamil Charlo was getting all out of shape and getting all emotional and twirling his neck and snapping his motherfucking fingers like a bitch and rolling his eyes too. Don't forget that. Every time Bud name came up, that motherfucker turned into a whole motherfucking maxi pad.
Just to take the high road, but I don't know the address to the high road. So I got to come at you, man.
He did all that barking, and then Jared Hurst slapped that motherfucker in his mouth. He got the bagging up like somebody was really holding his ass back. Bagged his ass up. He said no body testing mean he can cut the weight any way he wants. Earl's are cutting 40 pounds the healthy way made him look different. I mean, that could be a point too. Nobody pointed that out. It was all he was high, he was weight drained, what about them niggas was testing, nigga? Nobody talk about that shit. Them niggas was testing. All that power, all that shit went away. Them niggas, I don't trust anybody that got to do something confidentially and everybody doing it in public. Anytime Al Heyman say you can't slander his name or you subject to legal action and all that, why would you sign to a nigga that you can't even reach out and touch? Why would you sign to a dude that move like that? They got to go in buildings. They got to cover the windows because niggas looking for him. Anytime a nigga got to move in silence and be quiet and hide his face and don't want to be seen, is that somebody that you want to do business with, bro? Come on, man.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
Come on, man. Every time Crawford won that fight, it was all about, oh, what was wrong with Earl? What was wrong with it? Man, what's wrong with Earl? The motherfucker had blood and motherfucking urine. Yo. That was wrong with that motherfucker, man. They had blood and they had urine. You know, but, you know, it's Victor Conte. They talk so much shit about Victor Conte. Why you with Victor Conte? Because I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. I'm a grown man. I can do what I want to do. Jerron Buzin's with Victor Conte, too. They ain't got nothing to say about that. Manny Pacquiao was with Alex Ariza for years, and these same-ass, coon-ass niggas ain't say nothing about Manny Pacquiao for years neither. Floyd Mayweather worked with Alex Ariza, too. Remember Hernandez? He's still around here too, working with fighters. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about them. When it comes to them fighters that y'all don't like, y'all got to question everything that they do. Nigga beat the brakes and rotors and off the control arm off that nigga, man. Y'all knew it was coming.
I know MMA.
Come on, man. Y'all knew it was coming. We've been talking about it for years. When he stopped Sean Porter, he ran out the arena. When they was face to face. What's 21 Savage say on that Drake album? He was like, well, you could have shot me when we was face to face. You know? He was, you look at Errol Spence looking at the ground. That ain't no alpha move. Errol Spence staring at the ground, staring at Terrence Timberland boots, and not looking the man in the eye with a hoodie on, talking to his man behind him. Oh, tell your boy to shut up. That's what weak niggas do. Boss niggas don't talk to the underboss. Well, tell your man to shut up, man. Tell your man, hey, man, come on, man. He trying to distract everybody from what's going on. Tell your man to shut up talking to me like that. No, I talk to Bud. Every time he looked his man in his eye. When he talked to Bud, he looking at the ground and shit. Swear God, you ain't gonna stop. On my life, you ain't gonna stop me. On my life, you ain't gonna stop me. That was a lie. Come on.
Nah, that ain't it, dog.
Nigga beat the shit out that. Then nigga mama came. She damn near flew from the press box. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's Mama Spence flying from my baby. Like, she should have had his family there. He shouldn't have had his family there. Nigga got cooked. He should have cooked that hoe in Dallas right in front of everybody. He probably wouldn't have been able to get out of there. Should have cooked that line, motherfucker. He played a lot of tricks in the media too. He played the media too. This nigga knew what was going on. He knew Al Heyman playing. I just tried to get him the benefit out, but he knew Al Heyman playing wasn't to make that fight. He knew Al didn't want to make that fight. He knew if he turned around and fought Keith Thurman and then didn't fight Bud, he was too worried about what everybody else think. He said all the EJ pages tried to say Bud was drained before the fight, but then flipped the script and said EJ was drained after he got punished. Bet they weren't going to use the same excuse as Bud lost. Jalen James, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That nigga got cooked. That nigga was going to get cooked in 2009 or for the 999, my juvenile voice, or in 2029. He was going to get cooked regardless. All that slander he drugged that man name. When he called Top Rank Toby, that shit cemented the knockout right then and there. That cemented the knockout. That cemented the knockout for real.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
He was starving to cook his ass. So that makes so much sense, CJ. Of course it do. Them niggas is dirty, bro. He said, I'll never forget Tony exposed Charlo for cheating with the water bottle. They swept it right in the water. I got that on Facebook too. That's on my Facebook videos and Instagram. I ain't say nothing about it. Derek James didn't touch that water bottle for motherfucking rounds. Derek James didn't touch that water bottle for rounds, bro. I got that whole video still on Facebook, still on Instagram. And the Charlos Mr. Drug test. People forget that. Swept that under the rug too. Swept that under the rug too. Bernardo salute. He said when they favorite fighter lose, it always them bringing up snack. Exactly, bro. Them niggas. Victor Conte, he sponsors VADA testing year round. All that shit. He paid for the opponents to test for VADA. He paid for them. So what were he talking about? And for them old ass niggas, y'all ain't do random drug tests. Y'all shouldn't even say nothing at all. Especially the ones that's pop tied. That'd be crazy, especially the ones that pop tied. They shouldn't say a damn thing. They put their whole paycheck, rent, mortgage on Spence. Them niggas ain't got no money. They ain't put shit on Spence. Show me the betting slip. Them niggas ain't put shit on Spence. Them niggas didn't even buy the pay-per-view. Said they ain't gonna duck the rematch. Well, he already, they ain't had the money for the rematch. He ain't show up, so it wasn't no money to be put for the rematch. Javier Logan say, man, that was a beautiful day. All them Spence fans talk crazy in the comments. Reckless disappeared overnight. Like that, man, niggas' pages disappeared. Now them niggas just not starting to come back. They pages disappeared. Now they coming back as Devin Haney fans and shit. You know what I'm saying? They coming back. They was Iron Man. Now they coming back as Dr. Doom and shit. Them niggas think this the multiverse or some shit like this, man. Hell no. You was the bitch nigga that, you the same bitch nigga that left. You know what I'm saying? You the same one.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I'm asking
you ain't been doing the education,
bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Come on, man. He said, talking about you gonna beat another black man like a slave, man. EJ a hoe. I don't care if he ever fight again. Yeah, he said, I'm gonna break him like Toby. I'm gonna break him like Toby. Shit is crazy, man. Niggas is crazy. They did all that shit. And I can see if this nigga was he was white. I can see if he was white. I wouldn't have said he was Mexican. I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd let it go. I'd let the Mexicans handle it. He Puerto Rican, I'd let it go. He's from Africa, I'll let it go. I'll let that shit go. But they did this to another black man, bro. Another brother, man. I don't understand
Your
it.
stupid ass over nothing. Hey, come on, man. We supposed to be brothers.
And Earl fed into that shit. I don't know if that's the real Antonio Tarver, but shout out to you. He said, he said, man, Marvel gonna work Robert Downey Jr. like the neighborhood pass around pause. Well, shit, his other movie flopped. His other movies flopped. What name another big movie he had besides like Tropical Thunder? And I didn't really think that shit was that funny. Maybe I need to rewatch it. I know Pineapple Express wasn't funny. That shit was ass. I don't see why people thought that shit was so funny. But yeah, that shit was trash. I don't put that in the same category as Superbad and Bad Santa and shit like that. What was the other one with Old School, Vince Vaughn, Will Fuller, or Role Models? They don't go in that category. They don't make white comedies like they used to. They don't make white comedies like they used to, man.
Box that bit.
They don't. Oh yeah, Oppenheimer. Yeah, he was in Oppenheimer. He won a award for Oppenheimer. My bad. He did. I forgot. He said Downey was in Oppenheimer, Beyond Marvel, all that shit. Yeah, Oppenheimer. Yeah, he won an award for that. I think he won an Oscar for Oppenheimer. Yeah, he played that role in Oppenheimer. I got to get him that one. Oppenheimer was the shit. Now, if you ain't got no attention span or you don't like to learn, don't watch Oppenheimer. You don't like history, don't watch it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like historic shit, you don't like history, you don't like science, don't watch it. Niggas like, you'll be surprised at the lack of attention span in America. America got a lot of epidemics going on. These niggas can't read, they can't write. I remember I had this chick I used to work with when I used to work in high school. When I was in college, I used to work at a high school part-time. And she said her baby daddy couldn't read. And she wanted to keep it that way where she can control him and she can do that. I'm telling y'all, man. Oh man, I be telling y'all about these women, bro. I be telling y'all, man. These women, they want weak men. They want weak men so they can control them. They want to dominate y'all. That's why y'all be listening to them about being sweet and handing them flowers and shit and all that. They really want to be dominated. They really want to be dominated. I hate to say that way. They really want, but if you don't dominate them and they find you attractive or useful, then they gonna control you and drain all your resources. You know, that's just real shit. And when I say dominated, they want you to take lead, take control, tell them what they can and can't do. I'm telling you, they want that shit. And then most of all, you gotta dominate them in the bedroom. Jay Hardaway, salute. A lot of y'all be too nice and shit. You know, could you roll over? Could you do? Nah, bitch, roll over. You like real talk. Hell yeah, you gotta be aggressive. A lot of y'all just don't be. It's a way to be a gentleman and still be aggressive though too, but this ain't the time or place to speak on that. Check out the Patreon. Remember, your boy kept saying they gonna have to drag Spence in the ring, kicking it. Oh, TBE, yeah, go subscribe TBE Box. He got a whole channel, kicking and screaming. They're gonna drag Earl to the ring, kicking and screaming. Man, that nigga went to he smoked a crack rock before he got to the ring. I'm talking shit allegedly. That motherfucker, he was high before the Sean Porter fight allegedly. Y'all niggas, dog. Man, I guess a lot of y'all ain't never grew up in the trenches and shit, bro. I guess y'all ain't never really grew up in the trenches. I know when I know the nigga that's high or that's he impaired and shit. I know it. I've been around enough dope fiends, enough weed heads, enough crackheads, the whole nine. When he was versus Sean Porter, the way he was looking, the way he was fighting, bro, that motherfucker was fighting like he was under the influence. Real talk. Ain't nobody want to believe me, and I kept saying it.
Swap for God and two white men. Wait, what? You need to.
And I said the same thing when he fought Terence Crawford. That motherfucker said reality was coming in. Reality was coming in. Shannon Tatum sound like Kevin Gates and Wolverine and Logan. Oh, that's that Louisiana slang. Yeah, so that was dope too, seeing him. I don't want to spoil it for nobody. I did the review. 21 Jump Street was the last great white con. Oh, 22 Jump Street was hilarious too. My name is Jeff. 22 Jump Street was fucking hilarious. They both was hilarious. My name is Jeff. I can watch them shits all day. They don't make shit like that no more. Hangovers. 21, 22 Jump Street, Bad Santa. Old School, Ricky Bobby. That was an era, bro. That was an era, bro. He said same director who made Oppenheimer made Dark Knight film and except. Oh, you talking about Christopher Nolan? Yeah, I know a little bit. Yeah, Dark Knight was fire. All three of them Batman movies was fire. Batman Begins, was that the first one? Dark Knight and Dark Knight 2. All them shits was fire. GK Black salute. He said one of my uncles, he don't watch boxing, and saw Spence interest. Said, "Oh, he ain't no great boxer coming from DeSoto." I was in tears. Oh. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I mean, we remember when James Toney knocked out Evander Holyfield. What'd he say? Another Southern nigga in the dirt. Yeah, a lot of them niggas from the South didn't get no respect boxing like that. They wasn't known to skilled fighters. Most of the great amateur fighters came from New York, Midwest. Oh, Step Brothers too. Out west. Down south, they really wasn't like fighters like that. They was rugged. You had Jack Johnson and you had some guys that originated from down south, like Tommy Hearns. He was originally from Memphis, came to Detroit. Joe Louis originally from Alabama, moved to Detroit. But most of the fighters, they really made their names up north and out west. Especially in the beginning, East Coast and Midwest. So you got to understand, what Roy Jones was doing and, what Tarver, who else we have from down there? Tarver, Roy, what's the other brother from Texas? It was another one, welterweight from Texas. Earl know him. Was it Don Curry? Was it no? Was it Donald Curry? Is he from Texas? Yeah, Donald Curry. Don DC Curry is from Texas, from Fort Worth too, and Donald Curry is from Fort Worth. So, yeah, Terry Norris. So yeah, they had some fighters here and there, but they really wasn't respected like that for their skill. A lot of them, like the South, wasn't respected for their skills. Yeah, he from Alabama. Yep. Shannon Tatum from Alabama. Forget the name of the town, small town. Tax salute. Yeah, Step Brothers, Chris salute. He said, "Can't see me seen." I say, Pharaoh, Jim Carrey, who's the best one? I'm partial to. I like both of them, but Jim Carrey had my childhood. Hold on, let me say that. So yeah, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Ace Ventura. What was the other one I was saying? Oh, Liar. What was it? Liar. Yeah, he had my childhood, so I kind of give him the edge. But they both great. Yeah, fish fry. We find this fish naked. No Diddy like that. Shout out to 2C, salute, bro. He said Joe Louis was from the South. He was born in the South, but he made his name in Detroit. Tommy Hearns was born in the South, made his name in Detroit. Jack Johnson, I just mentioned that. Reggie Johnson, yeah, he was solid, but he wasn't no motherfucking Riddick Bowe. Bruce Almighty, the first one. He said Lee Errol Spence alone once he lost to Crawford. He had to go get broken in by old Jerry Jones as a part of the new contract. Pause. And then on top of that shit with Jerry Jones, Jerry don't want to fuck with him no more. Jerry like, you ain't gonna be fighting in jury world, boy. You ain't gonna be doing no business here. We don't lose to no corn huskers. When the last time Texas lost to a corn husker? Evander Holyfield, Roy Jones, Tarver, Winky Wright. Yeah, they had some eventually, but not a bunch. Foreman, and some of them niggas wasn't the most skilled niggas in this world. George wasn't the most skillful. Y'all talk about Deontay. He had more skills than Deontay, but the South have legendary, not all the time. Well, niggas weren't respected like that. When you start talking about guys like, well, technically Ali is from the South. Kentucky is technically the South, so. But when you talk about Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, James Toney, when you start talking about Riddick Bowe, when you start talking about Mike Tyson's, when you start talking about them type of skillful fighters, with the rhythm and all that stuff, man, like the skill was known up east and in the Midwest. Them was the skillful motherfuckers. I'm trying to tell y'all, those are skillful guys. They had some great fighters down south eventually, but you got to remember, they really weren't respected like that. Larry Holmes, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia got a plethora of great fighters. Marvin Hagler, Boston, Massachusetts. Joe Frazier. I mean, you can keep going on and on and on. The South really, nigga, they ain't really respect them niggas like that. Then over time, they accumulated enough names, but as far as skill, you start looking at the most skillful fighters. I mean, technically, Sugar Ray Leonard was from the South. Maryland is technically the South. Once you start getting technical, we all came from the South. Either you came from the East or you came from the South. Really, the West wasn't colonized. Anything going West wasn't colonized. Everything East, then South, then everything else came after that for the most part, historically. So kind of when you start talking about that Mason-Dixon line, you start talking about technically they from the South, but a lot of them made their names up north. He said, well, we all pretty much came from the fight. Fighters from the South didn't get a fair shot. The majority of great fighters from the South came from the South, and they migrated to the Midwest. Yep, I just said that, or migrated back up east. Jim Carrey, the funniest white comedian ever in living color. Steve Carell was funny. Yeah, he just did the Minions Despicable Me 4 movie. That was a hit. He said Jim Carrey paid homage to the black community, unlike Jennifer fucking Lopez.
Someone call 911.
Yeah, she got her. The Wayans gave her start on Living Color. Yeah, Ernie Shaver, one of the biggest punchers, never won a title though. Joe Gans, he said, come on now, Sugar Ray Robinson was from Texas. He wasn't from no fucking Texas, bro. What are you talking about? Sugar Ray Robinson wasn't from Texas. I can bet you that, and I probably could be wrong. He was from Georgia. I knew he wasn't from fucking Texas, but he made his name in Chicago and Detroit. I knew he wasn't from no fucking Texas, but he made his name in Chicago and Detroit. He said Roy Jones was from, Roy Jones. Everything y'all said, I already said it. No, Ray was from Georgia and Hagler was originally from Jersey. Same shit, East Coast. He said you Petty, Nasilo, and Michael Clark Dunn. Yeah, John Coffey, two bitch niggas. He said Larry Holmes, George Frazier. Hey, you already know Larry Holmes made his name in motherfucking Philadelphia. Stop it. Joe Frazier, I meant. Larry Holmes made his name in Pennsylvania. Purnell from Virginia. That's technically the South. But they don't see themselves as the South. Sugar Ray Leonard from Wilmington, North Carolina. That's my hood. He said Terry Norris. Yep, I just mentioned him. He has Spence looking like Eddie Kane. Sometimes, Purnell from VA. VA, y'all don't look at y'allself. Y'all Southern than a motherfucker, though. Y'all think y'all like DC and Maryland. Like y'all really ain't Southern ass, country fried ass niggas, but y'all is. The Baltimore niggas don't think they country neither. They got a whole goofy ass accent, don't think they country. It's crazy to me. I say that respectfully. Man, I say that respectfully. I say that fucking respectfully. Them niggas don't even know they from the South. Sure. Come on the avenue. Them niggas South as hell. Maryland. Them niggas Southern than a motherfucker, man. Just because it get cold don't mean it ain't the South. Don't it snow in Kentucky too? Wait, Detroit's the Midwest or the North? It's the Midwest, dude. Well, where was y'all at in class, man? Literally, where was y'all at in class? I know these kids today, they say a large amount of kids today can't read. And apparently they not teaching cursive. I got any questions, I answer them. They not teaching cursive no more. They said it's a lack of reading epidemic in America. I believe it. Most of y'all, when the last time some of you niggas sat down and did your homework with y'all kids? Come on.
That people acting like they went to heaven already. You know what I mean? Rappers and all that. Oh, he's in heaven looking down on us. Yes. You don't know what this motherfucker could have did?
That's what I want to know. Like, when the last time some of y'all sat down with your nieces and nephews and kids and did their homework? That's what I want to know. Oh, damn, Chino XL died for real. Damn, that's crazy. Rest in power to him. I don't talk about deaths no more. Rest in power to him. But yeah, when the last time y'all sat down there and did to see if your kids can read or write? And most of y'all niggas don't even care. Most of y'all, I'm talking to y'all men. Most of y'all men don't have a rapport with y'all teacher, y'all kids teacher. Last time you went to a parent-teacher conference. That's why I tell y'all, man, it's very important to have a two-parent household. If you got to suffer for your kids to flourish, so be it. It's very important, bro. If y'all got to have an open relationship for y'all to raise y'all kids in y'all household, that is just so important that your kids have a masculine and feminine balance in the house. Absolutely. It's very important. Without that, bro, your kids going to be missing something. And by the time you know it, y'all, the kids graduate, y'all want to go y'all separate ways, y'all like, fuck it, we might as well stay together. Y'all might as well stay together. I'm telling y'all, man, most of y'all niggas don't even know if your kids can read and write. Y'all just buy the shoes, buy the clothes, and y'all leave the education in a woman's hand. And a woman more concerned about herself and getting her rocks off and her pimping and playing niggas. They don't even know if your kids can read. Real talk. Real talk. So y'all need to get involved. Sit your kid down and give him a fucking Dr. Seuss book and see if he can read it. Or she can read it. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere.
Yep, you'd be surprised. Sometimes the kid literally can't see. Most of the teachers are underpaid. They don't care about the kids. Can't blame them. But you did take an oath to teach kids and shit. So I be trying to tell y'all that shit, man. Take an interest. Go up to the school. Figure out what's going on. Go back to your baby mama. Fuck it. Wait, okay, I read that one. He said Jennifer Lopez was getting smiled. Okay, that's her personal business. Johnson, salute. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, y'all, a lot of y'all, man, got to make sure these kids can read, man. But ultimately, Bud did the job, and then PBC tried to box Bud out again, try to get Charlo to come out the abyss and take a fight and take the WBA fight away from him. So you can fight for the regular belt. It's crazy. He said you got a generation of boys across all communities that are being raised by single mothers, and they're emotional. And let me show you a video since you want to talk about that. You want to talk about mothers. Let me show you this video real quick. Video of the day. Video of the day. Boy, they need to you need to be certified to have a podcast, my nigga. They letting too many people talk on podcasts. Some of these women on these podcasts be looking fine as hell. They be 34, 35, 30, 40 single. You like, damn, she fine a motherfucker. Then she get to open her mouth. You like, absolutely not. You like, I see why she's single. And they never see themselves as the problem. Women never see themselves as the problem. They never see what they do wrong. And you waste your time as a man if you tell them what they doing wrong. But here we go, video of the day.
Oh no, baby cat. Go tell them. Okay, tell them. Okay, tell them. Tell them, bro. Listen to what? Hey, Carter, look at me, bro. Look at me, bro. Don't listen to that shit. We're not buying flowers. We're not holding doors open. We're not putting our fucking shirt on a pedal for a fucking rain, bro. For what? What do you teach your daughters?
To finesse these
To finesse niggas, bro. Exactly. I'm glad you said that shit to the fucking camera, bro. You're not so. Hold on. Do y'all hear this?
Yes.
Do y'all hear this?
Be gentlemen.
Bro, be gentlemen. So that motherfucker can finesse y'all that who daughters is who teaching their daughters that. Don't do that, bro. They don't like that. So was your last nigga a gentleman?
He was, and I finessed him.
Exactly. So don't teach my sons that goofy ass shit, bro. Hey, swear to God, you listening to me, bro? You listening to me, bro? Are you listening to me, bro? Yes. Quit playing with me, bro. We're not doing that, bro. Get out the car, man.
My thing is this. Yeah, Jermaine from Arkansas, if you want to claim him. My thing is this. If he was in a household, he can combat that. But ultimately, how the black family is structured, the kids follow the woman leadership. So he can combat that. He can guide them as much as he can. In or out the house, they going to follow what Keisha say. They going to follow what she say. Until they keep failing, they going to have to listen to him. His best bet for him is to get custody of his kids because they're not together. His best bet is to get custody of his kids, of his sons and his daughters. Whoever his kids is, the best thing for him to do is get custody. Because they raised the same men that they complain about. I had to give a girl a jump today. You know what I'm saying? And I could have been an asshole about it, but I'm like, nah, I want somebody to help me. I had needed a jump like a while ago when nobody helped me, but I don't rock like that. But nonetheless, I gave her a jump, whatever. She was cool about it. But I'm telling y'all, ain't nothing wrong with teaching your son to be a gentleman. I think you should be a gentleman to hoes. You should be a gentleman to good women. You should be a gentleman to women that's an enigma that you're still trying to figure out kind of what they are. Because a lot of women will dress like a hoe and they might not necessarily be a hoe. Some women might dress like a great woman, but they might be a hoe. So sometimes you got to figure out the enigma of what the woman really is. But what I would say, you should always be a gentleman. Open doors, hold doors, slide chairs out. When they leaving your crib, if you got snow in the car, knock the snow off their car. Welcome to their car, all that shit. You should always do that, especially after having sex. Y'all be kicking these hoes out or kicking these women out.
And it's your people up in my shit. Not no feds, not no safe people from Annapolis. It's motherfuckers from my own city. All that profile shit.
And then that's when women get uncomfortable. This is when they start seeing you grape soda them, or they tell their brother you treat you could treat all women like a gentleman. That don't make you a simp. Now, I'm not saying, buying, flowers. Flowers is for when y'all like in a real relationship and you trying to spice it up, or you trying to do something just because, or do something different for Valentine's Day. But in the beginning of a relationship, absolutely not. I'm not buying no flowers. When I'm getting to know you, I'm not buying no flowers like your birthday or Valentine's Day or, down the line just to change it up. Yeah, that's different. But you gotta be you should be a gentleman. Until she don't appreciate that, but that don't mean being a gentleman and being a simp is two different things, bro. Like, I think he got it confused. His son should be gentlemen. They should treat women with respect. They should treat all people with respect. When you get done dealing with a woman, don't put her out. I'm telling y'all, throw her out, then she gonna say you did something, or she gonna be mad or whatever. Like, nah. Make them feel good. Don't just get the reward and then run off with the Lucky Charms. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Because you're going to want to hit it again. You want to have it, even if you don't want to hit it again, it might be a dry night. You want to keep that line of communication open. So just in case, see, any woman that I was with, I can go back to them. Any woman that I was with, like, if I really wanted to, I can go back to them because it might have like, the ending wasn't terrible. Real talk. I know this girl said, "Oh, I won't talk to you no more," but my number not blocked. You talking to me on the phone. So if I really wanted to press play, I could. You only get that access to a woman once you treat her like a gentleman. Real talk. or you make her say, ooh. But yeah, good father, that's right. But are they gonna listen? She told them the game. They teach their daughters how to finesse niggas and how their sons how to get finessed by bitches. That's misandry. You know, misandry starts in the household with the mother. I'd never take advice from women on how to get women. Now, gifts and how to retain women, or you going through relationship issues, I ask some advice there. Like, what can I do to, you know, make her feel better, whatever. But as far as how to get women, I never listen to women. Never. I don't listen to the woman I'm trying to get. I don't pay attention to that shit. He said, bruh, even 2-parent households, that shit happen. Yeah, I just said that. I just mentioned that. Like, it's hard to combat that. It's hard to combat that. That's why you see, you know, your dad might be working on plumbing, or he might be working on a car to roof, and he's schooling you. He's schooling you. They teach their sons to be the men that they hate and they complain about. You know, a lot of women are just pure evil, bro. And the reason they so angry at Matt is because they feel like they're inferior sex. Even when you talk down, you look at the man and woman. There's no one and man, but it's a man and woman. So you gotta think about that. But like I said before, watch what they do, not what they say. I did a video on Patreon. I don't know when it's gonna come up because I haven't even uploaded, so it could be a week or two from now. I don't know. But however I upload it, but I did a video. It was a post I seen. Oh, it was a video, or I think it was a video, and it was a post. It was this dude. It's this nerdy dude. I don't know what they call it, the Neo community. I seen it on Deshaun Wilshire page. Hilarious dude. And he was reviewing this dude's flat top chickens video. And I seen this video reviewed by Media Man too, talking about how he did a video before about how nerd women didn't really like nerd guys. And what you got to understand about women, all the nerd women, even the lesbian women, dark women, white women, metrosexual, whatever, tomboy women, they all want the same guys. For the right guy, for top 10, 20% guy, a lesbian to be straight. Come on, we can just keep it funky on that one. But he did this particular video about him being on dating apps and getting ghosted, right? And he didn't see the problem. They complain about the problem with no solution. That's what women do. Instead of make your adjustments or get some culture pointers or whatever. And he had a chick he said he met on there. Some people think it was lying. I don't know. And he said, you know, they went to her crib and they kissing or whatever. Her phone rang and she said she had to go. Look here. Once a girl invites you to her crib or she come to your crib, and it was another post on Facebook that was saying like, oh, I hate when women come to the crib and say we not gonna do nothing, and then when they leave, they text you and ask you why you didn't make a move, why you didn't do nothing. I kind of made a memo about it on Facebook. I'm telling you, follow us on Facebook. We hilarious. We play all day on Facebook. No Diddy.
No Diddy, like that.
And a lot of people could relate it to that post. Like, I'm like, y'all really letting women come over to the crib and y'all not making a move? Like, that's never in the history of niggerdom have that happen to me. Unless it was understood we just cool. Like, even my nigga will bring chicks over when we was in high school or in our early 20s, and a friend knew what she was coming over for. Sometimes the friend may not have been feeling me. So be it. It didn't make me no difference. Sometimes I call my chicks over while she was there, and she just be somewhere in the house, just solo dolo. You know, if I really, really wanted to get it in, yeah, I done had situations where my homie had a girl come over, and the girl kind of wasn't feeling him, and I got with her homie. So the dynamics of it. Sometimes his chick a dig, we want me, and I mess with his chick. He wasn't really tripping about it. He and Mac are friends. So, you know, that's just what it is. But we know when we got them at a hotel, to the crib, to their crib, we know what it was. If it was alcohol, weed, or it was just a virgin night, there's nothing going on. Like, you can't, once you don't make that move, it's over with. She gonna friend zone you, unless she really, really like you, and she really want to do it to you, she gonna friend zone you. Either one or two things gonna happen. 90% of the time, she gonna friend zone you. If you don't make, even if she said we ain't doing nothing, she gonna friend zone you. The other 10% of the time, she gonna throw it at you because she really, really like you. There's no in between. Other than like ghosting you, that's it. Ghosting, friend zone, or she gonna continue. She gonna really throw it at you. So they come over, you got to make a move. And a lot of guys don't know how to make a move. I done heard guys just whip their shit out. No, you got to listen to the Patreon to get the play. Like what I do, you know. But I know when they come in my crib and they say they agree to come over, it's inevitable unless I don't want to do it. And if you have them come over and she spends the night or you spend the night over there and you don't make a move, she lost a level of respect for you that she'll never get back, bro. She lost a level of respect for you that she'll never get back. I'm telling you, no matter if you going to marry you, she's still gonna look at you at a level of respect, a piece of respect that she supposed to have. It won't be there. It's a like dog. Once she said, "Well, I'm coming over," especially if she came from the club, or you got liquor, or she high, or she come over. If she come over regular at 3 p.m. on a Sunday from church, close the you. And it ain't got like you got to do no wild shit. It's the way you build up to it, bro. I can't tell you that because you gotta watch the Patreon. It's the way you build up. It don't take long. A lot of y'all just want to go ram right in there, and then it's like, oh no, like no, you women wanna be cared for with like a fragile package. You kind of like after you've been around the block so long, you see what work and what don't work. I mean, yes, you can be very transparent about what she coming over for. I think you have to make everything clear. I tell them what they want to do. But yes, that also works. But some people ain't bold enough. And it's the way you do it. That's the way you do it too. When she coming up, like, you know, you about to come over and we ain't playing no games. I ain't here to play. You can say it like that, or, you know, however you want to do it. Like, you know, you bringing the condoms with you. Like, however you want to play it. But I know, even if it's not wrote in stone or wrote out clearly, once you come to the crib, I'm going to close the deal. And if you come playing dumb like that, like, you gotta go. Like, okay, no, all right, you can leave. Like, no, I don't play them games. You gotta go. Like, yeah, like, okay, like, I don't want nothing going on here. Nope, you gotta go. I'm telling you. Hold on, we got some comments. He said, and you got all generations of boys across the community. Okay, read that one. Ward Beeble Canelo coming out of retirement. You got Andre Ward. He said, what happened to Spence and his disciples? Man, they selling Ozempic now and shit. He said, yep, she started talking and nothing but red flags, lack of accountability. Yep, Jermaine Taylor, your fatherhood. He said, bro, even I read that one. He said, yeah, but most of these girls end up with bums and single mothers, face green smile. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you put the emoji. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. The bums can make moves because they don't have nothing to lose reputation wise. Yeah, bums can take chances that niggas with reputations and careers can't take chances. But if you make a woman feel, and I say this on Patreon all the time in a free game tier, it's 3 things you gotta get a woman to do to sleep with you. You gotta be attractive enough, or attractive. She gotta feel comfortable with you, and you gotta provide protection. She gotta feel safe. And once you mark all them 3 boxes, you good. You good. Yeah, once Chaz and Pookie's run through them, then they want to get the decent dude. No, let them. I mean, yeah, that's all. I mean, most women like bad guys. I didn't talk to women before. Like, I had a chick, she was like, when I was younger, she was 1 year younger than me. I was 21, she was 20, and she was like, yeah, I like the bad boys, but that isn't cute anymore. And you hear that stuff. That's true. All of them do. Across the board, most of them do. Especially if they don't have a daddy at home. Most of them do. That's just the reality of it. Either they like the bad boys, especially early on, because they like making bad decisions, or they like the guy that they can't figure out, or the guy they can't have. Like the guy they can't have, married guys in relationships or guys that don't really want them, And the guy they can't figure out is the guy that's mysterious. He quiet. He move a certain way. He don't say much. That's the test when they do that. It's a test. It's a test that's meant to be broken. He said, "Oh yeah, all women love bag boys." That's true. That's true across the board. That nature doesn't change once you go overseas. It doesn't change once you go to Nebraska. It doesn't change when you go to Seattle or Wichita or Vancouver, Montreal, Belize. That's just what it is. He said, "Do you play the body game as a woman are more attractive to your body more than anything?" I can believe that. It might be more of a swagger, positioning, smell, style. I think body game. That's why I be in the gym. One of the reasons stay healthy and help with women. Said white, black, Asians, they all like bad boys. That's their prime years. Yeah. But I've dated women that, and I wasn't a bad boy, I dated women that was. What's so funny is a lot of the women in the hood, they like the opposite. A lot of women that live in the trenches, they like the good guys. Real talk, it's the opposite. A lot of girls in the suburbs look for the bad boys. And they put up a lot of shit with them niggas too, man. But there's women out there that don't like those type of guys neither. I mean, I can't put a percentage on it, but it's women that don't like those guys. He said women equate bad boys to mystery and excitement and danger. Dick and danger. What time Sotomayor said, I don't even like that nigga, but dick and danger. I know MMA. And most of the niggas can't fight. So I told y'all about the girl I work with. She was cool with her husband not being illiterate. So they can control them niggas, man. They be letting them niggas drive their cars. Like I said, I told you I had friends that was dope dealers, crack dealers, all types of shit. Women used to come in droves to them niggas' cribs and shit, but we had motion too. We had a bunch of bitches at my crib. So, it was what it was. It was what it was, man. A lot of them like them dirty ass niggas, man. That's just what it is, dog. That's just I can't like explain it enough. That's you look at your mother's background. She had niggas that weren't like that. That wasn't shit. Being a productive black man or productive man in general pay off long term. You can do what you want to do, but to be honest, even the college girls was going off campus getting, going to Pound Town by Pookies and Ray Rays and shit. I lived that life. I didn't seen it, dog. But it was a lot of women it's a lot of women out there that like regular that like, just cool dudes that go about their business. And a lot of them women just tend to they come from the hood and it's just something different from what they typically seeing every day. Or a lot of them women came from healthy 2-parent households. He says a good amount of so-called hood chicks that like regular black. Yes, I just said that. Yep, Drizzy. He says either they over the streets or that regular guy might have a little edge, and it's just something different. Your environment, if you got all white women in your environment and the black woman, moving to the neighborhood, she gonna pique some interest. I mean, same thing. You see that one white girl that move in the neighborhood, walk down the street in a black neighborhood. She may look regular, but it's exotic. It's a lot of hood chicks that like good guys. It's just the opposites attract. Real talk. So that smash the bad boys, that smash the regular dudes too at the same. Yeah. Then they're saying, well, I never married the guy I having sex with. I'd never marry him. I heard women say that today on the stream. Like, he just got good D. I would never marry him though. Like, I'm telling y'all, that's who you kind of want to be, is a guy that's just smashing. Unfortunately, that's the guy you want to be. He said, yeah, women don't like boring men. They think men supposed to be entertaining. Women love toxic confusion and more than peace. They don't want peace. You're right about that. They don't want peace. They want dick and danger. They want excitement. Sometimes they want quality time too. Sometimes y'all could just chill in the crib and enjoy yourself and chill and watch TV. You can't do that every weekend. See, I got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be the planner. You got to plan everything. But the key to being a good planner is being a good listener. So you got to kind of keep them entertained and shit. It's like having a dog. White girls love to come to the hood and get ran through for. Yeah, they like getting free drugs too, ninja. Yeah, they do. They do. What women say and do is two different things, yo. Say that bad boy shit is played, man. You gotta, all you gotta do is let them know what you want. Yeah, honesty go a long way, and they can respect that shit. But ultimately, you ultimately what it boiled down to for a lot of women is sex. If you could provide her an orgasm or her a good sexual experience, it's not gonna make it smooth sailing, but you always gonna have access to her sexually. So if you got personality on, type of stability on top of sex, you always have access to her. Even more so than the baby daddy. I got a chick that got 2 kids by a dude, and she cheated on him with me. He paying all her bills and everything, and I can have access to her right now. Like if I call her, be like, "What up? When you free, come over here," and I press the issue, I can have his chick anytime I want to. I don't play them games though, but yeah, I could. I can spread that open quick. She probably listening low key.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
That's just real talk. But I don't want to fuck that up. Honestly, that ain't what I want to do. But yeah, once you have a sexual and emotional connection with a woman, even more so emotional connection with them, man, you got access to them. Everybody's like, baby daddy always got access. Probably true. But if you got an emotional and a physical connection with a woman, sexual and emotional connection, you always have access to her too. And you don't burn bridges with women either. Like I say, most of the women I talk to, I can go back to if I wanted to. I could, but but like I said before, that is what it is, man. So hopefully y'all appreciated the live, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, be on the Patreon in the morning. Peace.